Hello and welcome to Dance Ministry Education. Today I want to talk about the difference between choreography and composition. In dance ministry, people have a tendency of using the word choreography when they actually mean composition. Actually, the word composition is very rarely used, if at all, because choreography is the movement itself and the composition is the framework. It's like the skeleton. It's what holds the piece together. In order to have a cohesive piece, you need to be able to structure it first before trying to add movement. A lot of times leaders will start working with the movement and just focus on movement itself, but not really giving any thought at all to the structure of the piece. It's like decorating a room. When we decorate a room, sometimes we're just like, yeah, I like that couch, I'm gonna take it. I like that lamp, I'm gonna take it. I like that paint color, I'm gonna take it. But when you hire an interior decorator, they know that everything has to work together. You have to plan ahead. You have to know not just theme, but kind of feel that you're going for. Like there's so much that goes into that. There's so much planning that goes into that to make sure that everything comes together complementary and that it all just kind of fits together as one large piece, as one room, instead of it just being random things that you picked out from everywhere. It's that planning ahead before investing money, before investing time, before investing anything else really. So the composition of a dance happens in 3 different stages. Stage 1 has formations, transitions, and phrasing. Formations are the positions the dancers are standing in. Transitions is moving one phrase to another or one movement to the other, just connecting everything so it's not choppy. Phrasing is movement that you want to incorporate into your piece. You kind of start to look into main movement types. The second phase is choreographic tools, elements of dance, and improvisation. Choreographic tools are things like maybe doing it backwards in a ripple. Elements of dance have to do with the quality of your movement and the direction. You got the energy, you got the space, you got all this fun stuff. And then improvisation is having that ability to come up with movement on the spot. The third stage is props, pageantry, and performance. I don't always like using the word performance when it comes to dance ministry because I feel like it implies that it's entertainment. It implies that it's nothing more than a hobby when it's really a ministry. So props comes in with either maybe a setting, a backdrop, instruments with like flags and streamers, tambourines, glory hoops, billows, all that fun stuff. You have the pageantry, which is thinking about color, garments, design, and then you have the performance, which is, I don't like that word. It's more of a preparation. Oh, that's a better word. Preparation. It's more of a preparation to be able to minister. In the secular world, it would be something at like being ready to perform, but in dance ministry, I don't want to call it performing, but you do have to prepare yourself spiritually in order to minister effectively. Like when people make cars, first they build the frame of the car and then they start putting in like the hardware inside. And then lastly, they work on the very outside of the car. And that's kind of what we're doing. We're going to be working first on the frame, then we're going to be working on the inside hardware, and then finally the outside of the car. Well, in this case, dance. I'm going to be going through each one of these, not only stages, but subcategories. Like we'll do a whole video on formations, a whole video on transitions, whole video on phrasing. Like we'll talk about the different elements of dance. We are going to go through all of this in detail. I am going through it very quickly just to kind of introduce this series. So choreography is part of the compositional process, but it's not composition itself. When you're thinking about creating a dance, you have to think about the composition of it and not just the choreography, because the choreography is just one part. What this stems from is a frustration of dancers having the ability and the talent to take things to a higher level, to do things in a better way, to just really be able to minister in this beautiful, creative way. And it always, for the most part, tends to fall flat. And I'm not talking about every ministry. Or sometimes ministries start off strong, but because they don't try to educate themselves, because they don't try to learn more, it ends up becoming flat or ends up dying off or ends up fizzling out. And I really hope to inspire growth, not only in yourself as a dancer, but in your dance team as well. So there you have it, the difference between choreography and composition and the 3 stages of composition. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.